boxing tickets, and we are at St George's ABC for the first time. I got lost no way in. You had to come.
Is this your first time in here? No, it's not.
First time in this job.
No, you've been here before.
I was supposed to be here before during COVID, and I picked up COVID, and we planned to do an interview.
Yeah, coffee. You meant to bring me coffee. You haven't brought coffee this time.
Brilliant.
Class.
But obviously, first time, obviously in 2024, James. I guess probably the first, a big highlight for us all. Obviously, a couple weeks ago, we finally have our first world champion in 5 years. Obviously, anto cacace, who you shared rounds with in the past.
Yeah.
Obviously, you'd fight news coming up. Obviously, at that stage, it wasn't announced, but what a time for obviously Irish boxing, and obviously someone that you know and you've shared rounds with previously. You can say, I've sparred a world champion. Yeah,
well, me and Anto sparred in this ring 10 years ago. I think it would have been about. I was only amateur, and when I did a couple of rounds, it's not even. I wouldn't even call it sparring. Many moons ago, but to see someone from around the same whack that I'm from, in the same city I'm from, go and do that at the same weight that I'm looking to campaign at. It's especially the way his career's went. I've seen it around. I feel like my career's going like that a bit, where I'm going right here we go. Yes, 6 months passes by and nothing happens, and it does get deflating. You go, excuse me for cursing, but fuck this. What am I doing this for? Then Anto wins the world title, and you go, right, that's what I'm doing it for. There's someone there that I can relate to, and who is just around the corner, and I can go, yeah, that's where I need to get to.
It's, I guess there's so much goes on in the background sometimes, it's what people don't see, particularly with obviously Anto, a lot of it's being published and things like that, like fights falling through, the Wembley card, COVID, obviously stopping fights, like it gives you that sort of thing now where you've been a pro since 2020, but there's now finally a world champion in Ireland that you can go, there's someone for me to follow in the footsteps behind.
Yeah, of course. Anto's, he's a leading light knife. Again, he's around the same way as me. I can almost go, I'm almost like a mirror image of what's happened to him. Is sort of happened, obviously not in the same scale. He's fighting in Tyson Fury cards, I was fighting in the Odyssey. But these things happen in boxing. It's not just me, I'm not just unlucky, these things happen to other people, and there's a prime example.
I guess when you won, obviously, the BUA Celtic lightweight title in Letterkenny in November, you probably thought, brilliant, this is the start of things. I'm going to get people calling me out, I'm going to have defences, and I know you're still at your wrong weight class because you're super feather.
Yeah.
You haven't had a chance to fight at super featherweight yet, but like when you thought you won that belt, obviously all the celebration and everything afterwards, you thought, brilliant, I'm going to start getting fights here now, I'm going to start getting activity, and I guess 6 months, well, 7 months by the time fight night comes, but it's probably worth it when you have a profile like that. Like we obviously know the fallout from the SSE and stuff. Previously, we were supposed to fight Tony McGlynn. You're now finally getting to fight in the SSE arena nearly 2 years later. Like, has it probably been worth not having a fight to come back to the SSE?
I've always wanted to fight in the Odyssey, and I think this is the third time now. I'm near sure the McGlynn one. There was another one somewhere I was meant to fight in the Odyssey and fell through. And now here we go, third time with charm. Now this is it. I don't want to say anything, I don't want to jinx it. I was thinking the other day, going, this has actually went pretty smooth. I knew I was fighting this guy many weeks ago. Usually I still don't know who I'm fighting. I just know that I'm going to be fighting. Everything seems to be smooth sailing, so I'm saying nothing. I'm just waiting to get into the ring.
I guess sometimes it's like you have to cross your fingers and everything else like that. Like, at what stage, obviously I've known for a few weeks and stuff before, was announced and stuff as well. Was it probably getting to the stage, was annoying where you couldn't get a lot of time to publicise your sort of fight, like it's sort of but a month out from the fight where everything's announced, so it's only really
I knew about this fight donkeys ago because I met with Frampton, spoke with Carl about what way my career's going and what I need to do, and he went, right, well, I can get you in touch with the Warrens and you can have a yarn with Evans, and it's very similar to the Conor Quinn season. So I met with Carl, says, right, this is what we want to do, we'll go that way. He then put us in touch with George Warren. I spoke with George Warren, and George Warren went, we're happy to send you, we'll go with. Actually, I tried to go and sell myself to him, and he's like, we know who you are, we know what you've done, we're happy enough to work with you. Then Lee Eaton, who's a matchmaker for Queensberry, who I worked with before at MPK, and got on really well with. We got in touch with him, and he says, we're going to do a card in Belfast in June, you're going to be on it. If all goes well, hopefully I'll put pen to paper with Queensberry. So I knew about this donkeys ago and couldn't tell nobody, because anytime I tell anybody, and it's a gag, all my mates, I go, I'm fighting here in June, they go, dead on. We'll believe it when we see it. Because how many times have I told people I'm fighting, fights off, fights cancelled. So I've known about this for ages, and I'm just waiting now. We're nearly over 3 weeks away. 2 really hard weeks of training, a week in making weight, and then we're there.
It's sort of it's still probably, I guess, until I guess the fight week, you probably still think things are going to go wrong and similar.
Of course, I'm sitting going, this guy I'm fighting, I'm praying for him at night, going, please don't let anything go wrong with you. Please make sure you're happy and healthy, and make sure everything else is fine and nothing falls through and nothing goes wrong. It's
like a sort of next gen sort of card in a way. Like I think obviously yourself and Murph obviously are both BAA obviously athletes. Conor Quinn, and obviously Pierce Oleary as well. Like, would you have shared squads with a lot of them?
Me and Conor Quinn, there's a photo of me and Conor Quinn on that wall there, when we're looking at the state of us two. We were only two kids. We've been away to Russia together. Me and Conor have been all over the world together. We would be the best of mates. We were kids. Me and Murph, obviously, there's photos of me and Murph in this gym too. Murph used to box in here. Pierce Oleary, I think he might be a bit younger than us, is he?
20.
I don't think he was on the Irish teams with us. I think he was maybe the Irish teams behind us, maybe. So Pierce, not as much, but we all know each other. And it'll be good, especially with Murph and Conor, like they're two of my mates. Two lads from Belfast. It'll be good doing the car bands.
It sort of rekindles you back to sort of amateur days and sort of growing up with some
of
these
of course,
yeah. As well.
I remember me and Conor going to. We went to Anapa in Russia. Whenever I won, I think he was on the team whenever I won the gold medal. I think he might have won bronze, and that was 2012. 2012. I had to double check that wee banner over there, but it's good that we're all sort of coming full circle again, back together.
Like you sort of maybe mentioned there, maybe the potential obviously of signing with Queensberry as well. Like, is that obviously I guess it obviously depends on you winning well. Like, it's sort of like an addition sort of.
This is like someone going on trial at a football club. I'd imagine you need to go here and perform. I said to my dad, this is probably the biggest fight of my career, because if it goes right, it could kick me on to the next level where I am a professional boxer. Like I tell people now that I'm not a professional boxer. I'm a boxer because I don't box full time. I can't afford to. If I maybe say I'm a Queensberry, I can afford to then just be a professional boxer. So it's sort of like a make or break situation for me, is the way I'm treating it.
It's, I guess sometimes under that pressure you can obviously either thrive or sort of you can feel the sort of pressure, I think Paddy Donovan come up with a good thing previously. I think he sort of said pressures for diamonds.
Pressure makes diamonds, pressure for tires. So listen, I've dealt with pressure situations my whole career, of boxing European finals, of being in the Commonwealth Games, being in Commonwealth Games finals as a youth, so I'm no stranger to pressure. And actually I find, but I'll tell you, when the chips are down and the pressure's on, that's whenever I come out and perform the best.
Obviously, I can still remember you, obviously you're fighting Letterkenny, obviously very, very clearly. Obviously I thought, for quite a majority of that, the golf and class was there to see.
It was a tough fight. I'm glad I had a fight like that. Like Josh Sandford was as tough as they come. I slag and see when he got in the ring and took that wee jacket off, I remember going, what have I done here at the size of this boy? But it was a good fight. It answered loads of questions for me. It ticked boxes, doing 8 rounds, getting cut, having to just muck in and have a fight, and get through it with flying colours. So I'm glad I had that fight.
Obviously, I think it's another area champion. Obviously, you're fighting.
Yeah, I'm just going around the UK here at this rate. I've been to Scotland. I'm going to Wales next. I'll probably have to go to England at some stage, and then that'll be it. Sort of.
It's sort of it's like since you linked up with obviously Jay Quigley. Obviously, you sort of boxed sort of everywhere. Like Jay, probably something you maybe wish you'd have done sooner. I guess COVID, we sort of can't blame a lot for, really, can we?
It's COVID. I turned over the year of COVID. My first fight was meant to be in the Ulster Hall with MTK. It
was March.
And COVID hit out of the blue, and then that was it. Tanked for donkeys. Now I got 2 fights behind closed doors, which is a lot more than other people did. So I'm thankful for that. COVID did put a stall on it, but hey ho, that's in the past.
Your plans obviously is to be a full-time boxer, and obviously I know you've spoken previously obviously about trying to get over to Ricky Burns. Like, if winning obviously here in 3 weeks' time, does that obviously get you closer to obviously that dream of obviously training full-time with Ricky?
Well, thankfully, the place my dad works, Key Hardware, they're owned by Halliday and Fisher and Plum Master as well. They've got me a bit of sponsorship together, so thanks to them, I can get over now on Monday for the next 2 weeks to go and train with Ricky and spar over there and get competitive professional sparring. So thank God for them, I can go and get to do that. But after this fight, hopefully then that'll be me in a position where I can go, right, I can go over there, maybe not full time, but more often, for more time before a fight maybe, who knows, but see what happens.
It's probably the one thing you maybe haven't got fully adjusted to, obviously I know you sort of, from speaking off camera as well, like you don't really like to ask people for support. No, it seems sort of, it doesn't seem natural sort of to you in a way, but I guess if in some ways people can see you in the ring, and particularly this is Queensberry's first show since Anto became world champion. So this is the first show back in the UK and Ireland since, so this is a good sort of benchmark for you, and people like Carl Frampton obviously in colms and stuff as well. It's going to.
Yeah, well, Frampton, again, thanks to Frampton, this is all happening too. Frampton backed me and went to Queensberry and says, listen, this kid's good, he can fight. And then it being on that TNT Sports as well, that's a big thing too. There's football matches go on that thing. So I'm hoping that maybe just draws eyes to me. People see me fight and go, he's not bad, and maybe back me.
You fought in Belfast previously, have you?
I fought in Ulster Hall, fought in Field.
Yes, right, Ulster Hall on the field. So, but obviously this is your biggest obviously occasion. Like obviously, you know, we previously spoke obviously about the SSE with the cards and stuff you've went through in the past. Like, are you still sort of having to pinch yourself with the fact you're going to be making that ring walk?
I remember going to see Noel Gallagher in the Odyssey, and I look back at that now and go, fuck, I went in there as a paying customer to go and see a concert, and now I'm going to be the fella behind the stage. People are coming to see it, and it's such a big arena in Belfast. That's the place that everything happens. Not so much anymore, I suppose, but back in the day, that's where all the concerts were and all the events were. And it's good that me as a kid always went there to go and see things, and now it's kids are going to come to see me, people are going to come to see me if I don't.
I'm guessing obviously you have something special planned for the ring walk?
No, not really. Just keep it cool and keep it simple.
Maybe a Oasis number?
There'll definitely be an Oasis number, it's guaranteed, that goes without saying. And then I'm going to let Darragh. So we've sort of had the laugh now that I'm not a professional boxer, I'm just Darragh Kelly's boyfriend. She's the celebrity in our relationship, so as I say, I'm going to let her, she's going to design my shorts. So fuck knows what she's going to come up with, this is going to be, God only knows. I mean, you know what to do, you have free reign, you out the way, kid, and pick whatever you want. So the shorts might be interesting, who knows?
I guess obviously it's that intrigue, like will you not find out in the fight week, sort of, she's asked you for your sizes and stuff like that? She's
just going to go, fuck, what's going to happen? It'll be funny, but it'll be interesting.
Imagine obviously big holes cut out, you know.
I can imagine just her name somewhere on them, or a big photo of her somewhere on them somewhere.
Like an heart attack moment, obviously, I'm not sure.
A heart attack, never mind heart attack.
Obviously, I remember, obviously, you're probably too young to remember, obviously, Pat Sharp with the heart attack and stuff like that on the TV, the kids stuff.
I thought it was Neil Buchanan, was he not a
Was
heart
it Neil
attack?
Buchanan?
It was Neil Buchanan.
Who's
too young to remember?
But I guess, obviously, in 3 weeks' time, obviously, you're back in the ring. Do you still have many tickets left, obviously?
Yeah, the tickets haven't arrived yet. I texted Jason today saying I need to get them because a lot of people are busting to go and see it. This is my first fight in Belfast in a long time. Like I fought in LA, I fought in Scotland, I fought in Donegal. We're getting closer, and now we're in Belfast, so hopefully I get a good crowd down to it.
Obviously, as I say, we have 3 weeks to go. What can people, I guess, obviously expect? Obviously, you know, I guess now that you're a champion, this is your first defence of the title before. You'll hopefully, we say this every time we do an interview, but hopefully before you move
I'm 8-0. This is my 9th time saying, hopefully, not looking past this guy. He's going to come and have a rattle, like, and he looks tough. He looks angry. God bless him. Maybe one of work says to me, "Why are you fighting this fella for? Look at him." And I was like, "Sure, what can you do?" But hopefully, put on a dynamite performance. I'm busting my balls in this gym every day, and I'm really, really focused on putting on a real good performance. I'm not so much, I don't even care who he is or what he's done or what he's coming to do. I'm just worried about me being a superstar on the night to impress all the eyes that are on me. So, and then after that, I'll worry about it after.
Obviously, it's great to finally get obviously into the gym here. We'll obviously look forward to obviously catching up in fight week and seeing you moving the 9-0 in 3 weeks' time.
9-0, still the champ.
Cheers, James. Thank
See
you.
you.